A cold wind swept through the narrow streets as lanterns flickered outside, announcing the last moments of the year. Firecrackers were already bursting in the distance, eager to welcome a new beginning. But inside a quiet little room at the back of an old house, a young man named Ryan sat alone at his table, staring at an untouched notebook. Every new year he repeated the same ritual: a fresh page, a fresh list, a fresh promise that this time he would change his life. Ryan dipped his pen into ink, inhaled deeply, and whispered, "This year, I'll finally become who I'm meant to be." He wrote carefully: wake up early, study 3 hours daily, exercise daily, stop wasting time, be confident, become better, become stronger, become the version of myself I dream of. His handwriting trembled, but his heart felt steady. For a moment he felt hopeful, powerful, almost unstoppable. Lists always made him feel that way. But somewhere deep inside, a small voice whispered, "You wrote the same list last year and the year before, and you didn't change." The clock struck midnight. Fireworks exploded across the sky, painting the night with brilliant colors. Families outside cheered, laughed, and hugged. But Ryan felt only heaviness in his chest. He closed the notebook, lay down on his bed, and stared at the ceiling. Maybe this year will be different, he thought, but he didn't really believe it. The very next morning, his alarm rang at 6 a.m. Ryan cracked one eye open. He looked at the glowing clock. His body begged for sleep. He turned to the other side and drifted back into dreams. When he finally woke up, the sun was high. It was 10:45 a.m. A familiar shame tightened in his chest. The first day of the year, and I already failed. The next day was the same. The day after that too. And the next. Motivation at night. Failure in the morning. Dreams in the evening. Disappointment by noon. 1 week passed, then 2, then the 3. His goals remained untouched. His notebook gathered dust. His confidence faded. And the version of himself he dreamed of still felt impossibly far. Ryan avoided mirrors. Every reflection felt like it was whispering, "You talk big, but you don't do anything." He hated that voice, mostly because it was true. One rainy evening at the end of January, Ryan sat at his table again. Books open in front of him, but his mind too tired to focus. The winter rain tapped on the window gently, almost as if trying to speak to him. Ryan reached into an old drawer looking for a pen, and his fingers brushed against a thin, folded envelope. Confused, he pulled it out. The paper was yellowed, the ink slightly faded, but his name was written clearly. To Ryan, from Ryan. He frowned. When did I write this? He slowly unfolded the letter. The first line stunned him. Don't make new goals this year, make new habits. His heartbeat quickened. He read on. Your future doesn't change when the calendar changes. It changes when you change. If you want a better life next year, start with tiny habits today. Don't chase big goals. Build small actions. They don't feel big, but they'll save you. Trust me, I am you. Ryan froze. It was his handwriting, his words, his voice, from exactly 1 year ago. He had written this last New Year's Eve. He had completely forgotten. Most people forget promises they make to others, but forgetting the promise you made to yourself hurts the most. Ryan felt something crack inside him. Not sadness, not motivation, but responsibility. That night, Ryan did not make a grand plan. He didn't write a list of 20 perfect resolutions. He didn't promise miracles. He simply chose one habit. Wake up 10 minutes earlier, not an hour, not 2, just 10 minutes. It felt embarrassingly small, but he remembered the letter. The next morning, when the alarm rang, his body screamed to stay in bed, but he whispered, just 10 minutes, and he got up. For the first time in months, Rayan won a battle against himself, small but real. The next day, he woke up 10 minutes earlier again and again. Some days he failed, some days he didn't. But he kept going, not chasing perfection anymore, just chasing consistency. Weeks passed. Something subtle began to change. His mornings felt lighter, his thoughts clearer, his guilt smaller, his confidence larger. He added another small habit, 5 push-ups, tiny but repeatable. Then another, 10 minutes of reading, no pressure, no unrealistic expectations, just small wins, every single day. And slowly, his life began to move. March came. For the first time in years, Rayan didn't feel lost. May came. People started noticing he was different. July came. He woke up with pride instead of guilt. September came. His habits became automatic. December came. He wasn't the boy who failed his goals anymore. He was the young man who rebuilt himself, one tiny step at a time. Fireworks burst outside again. Another year was ending. Rayan sat quietly at his table, the very place where he had once failed himself. He opened his notebook, picked up his pen, but he didn't write a long list this time. He wrote only one sentence. "Thank you for trying again." He opened the old letter, the one his past self wrote. He read it slowly, smiling. Those forgotten words had saved him. He finally understood something powerful. A new year doesn't give you a new life. Your decisions do. Change doesn't begin on January 1st. It begins the moment you decide you're tired of living the same day, over and over again. Rayan looked at the fireworks outside and whispered, "This year, I'm done promising. I'm just showing up." He folded the old letter gently, placed it in a drawer. Then he wrote a new letter for the future Rayan. "You are stronger than last year, not because you changed everything, but because you changed one thing and didn't stop." He sealed the envelope, wrote on it, "Do not open until next year." And he smiled. For the first time ever, he wasn't afraid of the new year, because he finally understood. You don't need a new year to change your life. You just need a new habit and a promise. You actually keep a promise to your future self. If you like the stories, then please subscribe to the channel for more motivational stories and true wisdom lessons.